In this week's video, I'm going to be restoring the headlamps on my E90 BMW. So it's time to get my oldest clothes on. One of the many jobs for my 100,000 mile refresh is the headlamp buff, and that's what we're going to do today. As you can see here, this headlamp is quite rough. It's been damaged at the top here by UV. It's also quite yellowed. The other side isn't as bad, although I have got some markings here. I'm not entirely sure I can get those out, but I can certainly make it look better. Those of you who follow my smart content may remember this little buffer from Draper. It's got rechargeable batteries here. And to be fair, if you saw the video where I tried to polish the roof with this, I really demonstrated very clearly its limitations. Because realistically, one charge of these batteries is probably only just about enough to do one headlamp. So imagine what it was like doing the whole roof. Very frustrating, and it involved buying a spare battery. The cutting compound I'm going to use is this, and then after I'll be buffing and protecting it with this. At this time I will state that this is one of the messiest jobs you can do, because the cutting compound splatters everywhere, and if you get it in places like inside here or in little recesses, you never get it off. It sticks to plastic like shit to a blanket. It really is a case of prevention being better than cure. So using this sheet, I've covered up the kidney grills, and I've also masked off this area here because I don't want to be cutting back any of the paintwork when I get close to the edge. The sky is angry and it could rain at any minute, but it's a messy job anyway, so it won't make much difference. Now the trick is to moisten this pad and get it soaking wet, or it just sprays everywhere, but moisten it and then apply the cutting compound. So I don't want this too wet. Now this is where it's particularly bad, and you can see how this takes it off. Look at that. See, it's taken this film off. It's almost like a residue. Way better already, I think you'll agree. Added a little bit more water. Goes without saying, the more water, the more mess. And true to form, when this bloody thing runs out of batteries, which doesn't take long, it just stops. I'm going to move on to the other side now. The rains have started, which was predicted. Now these scratches that I said I didn't think I'd be able to get out are actually improved. So you get the idea. And I'm going to carry on with this until this battery goes flat. I accept it's a messy old job, so oldest clothes on, everything gets splattered. Glasses, camera. There's always a stubborn bit, isn't there? It's now time to apply this headlight cleaner and sealant just to protect this. And finally, to buff this off. Pretty good, I think. Got a little scratch there, there's not much I can do about that. But this was the worst one. And I think that's come up beautifully. It's just starting to rain, that's good timing, isn't it? There was just enough charge in each of these to do one headlamp, so it actually worked out quite well. But both of these are now dead, so it's time to get them on charge. And for anyone who's curious, this is the thing, but it does have its limitations. It comes in a case, and that, which I should probably have used, I forgot that was even in there. It does help to have a second hand to steady it. Otherwise you end up covering these vents with your second hand, and trust me, this desperate little motor needs all the ventilation it can get. So that's it for this one. I look forward to seeing you again in another one very soon.